It's Trainer Liam here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon WTF Moments. For those who are new here, this is a really simple concept. I go through episodes of the Pokemon anime and I pick fault with them. Really nitpicky to the point where it's kind of irritating, but somehow entertaining, I hope.
You know, if you do the nitpick too hard, you become the most, well, confusing and weirded YouTuber who do review on internet. I mean, compare you and the Ink Tank. Ink Tank is much less, well, nitpicker than you dude. And yes, I'm not the one who shall not do that, but I slowly become, well, the Ink Tank type of guy. One thing is, don't nitpick too hard, my friends. It make you like a, I want to say it a lot, but it make you look like an idiot.
If you're a fan of WTF Moments already, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you share this video with a friend. With all that bollocks out the way, let's have a look at the WTF Moments for Pokemon Season 1, Episode 26, Pokemon Scent-sation. We begin the episode with the gang arriving at Celadon City, and Brock, following the scent of some perfume, pressing his face up against the shop window to glare at the women inside. Little tip for the lonely hearts out there, I have yet to meet a woman who actually finds this kind of behaviour attractive. Like, don't get me wrong, some people, myself included, love to catch other people checking them out. Just not face pressed up against a window like a stalker checking them out. Direct quote from Misty after being sprayed with a perfume called Daffodil Dream.
It smells just like a garden.
Well, yeah, that is a place you find daffodils after all.
See, that's funny.
The store clerk says they're having a fragrance sale. I mean, you're in a perfume shop, so of course you're gonna have a fragrance sale. Like, what else does a perfume shop sell other than fragrances? Now, the obvious takeaway from this is that Misty is going to be able to get a discount.
Liam answering himself, cliche.
But do you know where else you can get a discount right now? G Fuel. No, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, in this video, he make a joke that his video would have a G Fuel, but it's not time yet thing. So, yeah, that's a running joke there.
Ash runs in and tells Misty not to buy anything because perfume is a waste of money and it stinks. Au contraire, my friend. Perfume is a wonderful creation. Also, weren't you listening? They're having a sale.
Yeah, this one is also a running joke that Liam not realize this is 1997 where males doesn't want the female smell because it smells dumb thing. You know, it's the 90s. He's not realized that. And I bet he actually criticized the women at the past before he, well, realized his mistakes and actually go for it. Oof. If anyone watching this, don't criticize the females for food or stuff like that.
The manager turns up and asks if Ash is accusing her of overcharging her customers. And Ash says all perfumes are a ripoff because all they do is turn guys into zombies. Ugh. Ash is being one of those guys, the kind of guy that says things like,
I think that all women look beautiful without makeup. In fact, they look better without all that product on their faces.
dude, some girls just like to wear makeup and perfume, just let it be.
Again, this is the 90s, where people are criticized some things that is unnecessary criticize. Which, yeah. We could criticize all we want, but that doesn't mean we have to change them into what we want. So,
Erica shows Ash just how angry she is by reciting a backronym for the word perfume, which goes like this. P, pretty, E, elegant, R, radiant, F, fun, U, urbane. What the hell does urbane mean? Define urbane.
Urbane means of a person, especially a man courteous and refined in manner.
Yeah, sure. M, mysterious. And E, energy. Hang on. Perfume does not give you energy. But you know what does? G Fuel. No. Later. Ash gets thrown out of the perfume shop and heads for the Celadon City gym, which is decked out to look just like a Gloomhead, and it actually looks really sick.
oh, you like that type of design of the gym, huh? How about Brock's? Oh, I forgot! You don't like it because it's ugly. Even though that's accurate to the caveman cave, mate.
It turns out that Ash isn't allowed into the Celadon City gym because he said perfume is a stinky ripoff. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon League guidelines have nothing in them about competitors must be pro perfume.
Well, that's what Ash get for insult the fragrance they have. I mean, seriously, Ash, you should, phrasing your words. Also, what rules? You keep mentioning that, and yet we don't know what rules involved with it.
Apparently disliking perfume is against the rules, but physical assault with a giant X stamper is A-OK.
Again, what league rules? We don't know about that in anime. Like, seriously, what the heck?
Hey look, it's that GIF everyone uses when they tweet about money.
Here comes the money.
Direct quote from Meowth.
What's a Gloom doing here?
What's a Gloom, a grass-type Pokemon, doing here in the Celadon City gym? The grass-type gym. Use your bonts, mate.
Maybe they found Gloom sleepwalking. Just a thought.
James tells Coughing to use poison gas on a poison-type Pokemon. Okay. Gloom starts releasing its pungent aroma and Meowth panics that his nose has been burnt off, and then remembers that the cartoonist never drew him a nose. Fourth wall break aside, if the animators never drew you a nose, that means you don't have a nose, which begs the question, how did you pick up the scent? Like, surely if you didn't have a nose, you wouldn't be reacting to the scent because you wouldn't smell it, so you'd just be left wondering why Jesse and James are reacting the way they are.
Either way, it was a joke, you
Direct quote from the girl with the big ass stamp.
Gym rules, no thieves allowed.
Pretty sure that's not a gym rule, it's more the law, just saying.
But you said...
So, gym rules, but league rules is...
Instead of turning over these would-be burglars to the authorities, the staff at the Celadon City gym decided to hang Team Rocket from a tree. Seems a bit overdramatic.
Well, it works for Spider-Man. I mean, he hung his enemies up and police found them and put them down. With some help from firefighters. Oh yeah, Charles had his brain meltdown at some point, so I take control here.
Ash turns up and James asks politely if Ash could get them out of the tree. Jessie then wraps her legs around James and calls him a traitor, even though getting out of the tree would only benefit them.
Yeah, but Jesse did James basically like Warrior do on me. I sometimes annoyed by that.
Ahaha, Ash Ketchum, a boy, ahaha, is dressed as a girl, ahaha, that's not something you'd normally see in the 90s, ahaha, this joke hasn't aged terribly, has it, ahaha.
Yeah, but this is not the last time that Ash would wear female clothes to, disguise as a female. Also, Sombra?
Yeah?
Don't criticize Liam just said that because he referenced that it's the costume that Ash wears. Yeesh.
Oh, that's what he referenced. Oh. Moving on.
Is this not the single greatest disguise James has ever had, or at least in Series 1 so far? Like, it's incredible. If I didn't already know what was going on, I would have no idea that that was James. That is the best disguise ever.
Agree with that. At least that's much better than Pistachio Disguisio did in Master of Disguise film did. Seriously, that's really offensive to me because I am disability.
Anything the race says you flat.
Whilst Ash checks in at the gym to try and blag himself a gym battle in his disguise, Team Rocket sneak off to go and look for the secret perfume that they've been searching for. Meowth asks why they've brought a blaster ball, aka a bomb, and Jessie basically says it's revenge for stamping an X on her face, but is terrorism really the answer?
No, it doesn't, mate. Like, seriously? Jesse, you could do a simple harmful prank, not a freaking bomb, Jesse.
Direct quote from this girl cleaning Gloom.
Remember, a pretty Pokémon is a strong Pokémon.
I mean, those two attributes don't necessarily correlate. Many people would say Vulpix is pretty, but it's far from strong.
I think you mean Ninetales. Which, that would make more sense.
After the ad break, we find Erica, the Celadon City gym leader, telling a story about an Omanyte or something like that to a whole bunch of her staff and Pokemon, and also to Misty, Brock, and Pikachu. Ash wonders how they ended up there, and I don't know, mate, maybe they're looking for you, and that's the first place you would have gone after being thrown out of that perfume shop? Maybe?
Wait, what? Where do you get information that Misty and Brock are looking for him? Like, the search party, mate. What? Just go to the next scene.
Just a thought. Also, how small is that Victory Bell? You'd think it'd be flourishing in this kind of gym.
That's a good question.
Ash realizes that Erica, the gym leader, is also the store manager that kicked him out earlier. And I don't understand how he didn't realize this sooner, since the reason he got denied access to the gym was the same reason the manager removed him from the store. Like, who else would have those rules in place?
He doesn't know that Erica is also the gym leader. So, yeah, that's a stupid question.
Brock chimes in, trying to make the new girl, aka Ash, feel welcome. And honestly, Brock, mate, I am begging you not to go there.
What do you mean by that? I mean, Brock just said...
You sure are a shy young lady, but don't worry, all the girls want to make you feel at home here at the gym.
That. So, where you get information that Brock is... not? I don't know why.
It turns out Gloom only releases its stinky odor when it feels scared or threatened. Could you imagine watching a horror film or a thriller or like Paranormal Activity or something with one of these? You'd be dead.
Oi. Gloom just did like the stunts and add that stinky smell as self-defense. Why you think that's a horror film type of defense? Oh, I know. Ding.
According to the backstory of how Erica met her Gloom, Erica was being attacked by a Grimer, and Gloom scared it away with its scent. I'd be inclined to believe this story if it wasn't for the fact that Grimer is made of literal shit. Out of the 150 Pokemon you could have chosen as Erica's attacker, you chose one of the two sludge monsters. Well done, 10 out of 10, bravo.
Yeah, you're on point that poison powder doesn't affect on poison type, but Stun Spore, however, does. Which is one of the moves that Gloom does learn. Did you not realize that?
As Ash blows his own cover, because let's face it, he's Ash, all I can think about is how freakishly tall the girl on the right is. I know you work in a grass-type gym, but you're not supposed to drink the Miracle Grow.
Oh yeah, almost like there's no such thing as 6-foot-tall woman in real life. Huh? Midget?
Wait, why you said that even though you're not really tall? Eggman? Umbra? Oh, right.
I tell you what you should be drinking though, it's G.
No, you already milked that joke already. Enough with that G Fuel.
Pikachu figures out that this is Ash dressed as a girl and instantly gets angry and thundershocks him, ruining his disguise. Pikachu's anti-drag. Pass it on.
Oh yeah, it's almost like Ash says, back off, and Pikachu got annoyed about that, and shock him.
Direct quote from Erica.
I accept your challenge. It's my duty under the league rules.
In that case, some of your staff need reporting to the Pokemon League because they've been turning away challengers based on their opinions of perfume.
Bloody hell!
Direct quote from Ash.
I'll use my own grass Pokemon against yours.
Grass resists grass, you actual dustbin. You literally have a flying type and a fire type. Sort it out, lad.
Yeah, but Bulbasaur is part poison type, which, last time I checked, its dual type resists grass type, which, that's actually pretty much clever than, well, you think. I just think Ash has more strategy than you, mate.
Direct quote from Dexter.
Tangela, a vine Pokemon. Its body is wrapped in vines.
What the hell was that?
Ash thinks about sending out Primate, but then has a flashback and remembers how aggressive and unpredictable it is, so elects not to. You literally have 2 super effective Pokemon in the back. Use them, please.
Jesus Christ, Liam really pushed himself with that level of nitpicks too hard, does he? Seriously, he had Bulbasaur, a dual type that resists grass type, and Charmander on the battlefield, which you complain too much. Ay.
Ash finally sends out Charmander, and then Erica says, "This should be easy," and sends out bloody Weeping Bell. How is a grass type gonna have an easy fight with a fire type?
That's a good question.
Also, she doesn't return Tangela to its Pokeball, so she technically has 2 Pokemon out at once. So is she technically cheating right now?
Well, actually, Liam, Erica could have easily returned Tangela to its Pokeball whilst Ash was having his flashbacks about Primate.
What the f*** are you?
Hey, if we weren't told or shown, it didn't happen.
Yeah, doing something off screen is kind of overkill and form as a cliche moment. But you should not, criticize that it's a dumb idea. That could be possible,
Erica tells Weeping Bell to use Razor Leaf on a fire-type Pokemon. This is painful.
Yeah, unfortunately that's true. She only learned that Weeping Bell Razor Leaf, so yeah.
Erica looks shocked when Charmander uses Flamethrower. It's a fire-type Pokemon! What are you not getting here?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the Hellfire thing? From that Flamethrower attack on the Razor Leafs, mate? Jeez.
Ash tells Charmander to use Skull Bash. Why not just use Flamethrower again? It's super effective.
Because Skull Bash is more powerful than the Flamethrower, Liam.
Erica sends out Gloom and its stench bodies Charmander. While thinking about what to do next, Ash comments that Squirtle, Pidgeotto or Pikachu wouldn't be able to handle the smell. Pretty sure Pidgeotto could whirlwind or gust that smell away, but sure, go off.
That's a good question.
Pikachu knows it will probably lose, but is still willing to battle Gloom to help Ash. But of course, losing won't help Ash, so maybe we should at least ask Pidgeotto if it wants to have a go?
Yeah, but this is to characterize what Ash going to do. Go from the jerk to hero moment that we know and love. In other words, Liam is WTF moment at characterize cliche.
Meowth sets off the blaster ball from earlier and it blows Team Rocket away because Meowth apparently kept it close to them so they wouldn't lose it. Look, I know it's supposed to be dumb because it's Team Rocket and they're supposed to be dumb, but even for Team Rocket, this is super dumb.
Liam answered himself cliche. And TF moment characterized cliche.
Oh look, and now the whole building's on fire. I bet you regret starting a grass-type gym now, don't you, Erica?
Cock and ball torture. From Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and EN.
I was kidding! I did it!
See you in 5 minutes.
Good.
It scares me.
All the gym staff are rushing to return all the Pokemon back to their Pokeball so they can take them to safety, and we hear one in the background chime up with, "We've got to catch them all." Shut the f*** up.
Really? You hate when someone say gotta catch them all? Even though that's the main meme of the franchise we loved? Seriously? Ugh. Unless you are the type of guy that actually loves the games.
You need to shut the up!
Two girls, one hose. Oh, no, come on. Come on. It was right there. Hey, at least I didn't say two hoes, one hose.
Well, actually, Liam, technically you did just...
Shh, I never said it.
Except you had to explain it to me. If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke.
Oh, thank Arceus for you, Pikachu. What would we have done without you, mate?
Stop it. Get some help.
Erica can't find Gloom anywhere and is worried it might still be inside. Imagine running out of a burning building and not even checking if your short-legged, vile-smelling bulb of a lifelong friend had got out safely. Erica's a terrible friend. Pass it.
Ha-ha! The fun has been doubled!
Also, I'm pretty sure it would be the gym leader's responsibility to make sure that all the Pokemon get out safely before saving themselves, much in the same way that it's a teacher's responsibility to make sure all their students get out safely from a burning school.
That's a good question.
Ash Ketchum teaches children around the world to run back into burning buildings before the firefighters have arrived. Yeah, I'm sure there's no way that would be a bad message to send to kids.
And let Gloom die while waiting for firefighters? No freaking way! I would save the little thing from the fire, you twit. You don't leave someone behind and dies. Yeah.
Ash, of course, finds Gloom, but because it's panicking, it's releasing its horrible odor. So Ash quickly hides back behind this window, although that's not how scent works. The gap he was in when he discovered Gloom has no door, so there's still no door between Ash and the scent, so he should still be able to smell it.
Well, he was until he saw a debris almost crush Gloom, so it had to rescue it fast, which you could play next clip.
Ash holds his breath and runs over to Gloom, and just as he can't hold it any longer, he realizes there's no smell, because now Gloom doesn't feel threatened. I don't know about you, but if I was trapped in a burning building and a 10-year-old holding his breath ran up to rescue me, I wouldn't feel any safer, to be honest.
See? Also, Ash is trying to save Gloom from the fire where Gloom noticed it and calmed down to let Ash rescue it. Jeez, you never realized that.
So Ash saves Gloom, and it's about this time that you remember that in the Pokemon world, only 10-year-olds can be heroes. No adults seem to be capable of any heroics in this series.
Of course, 10-year-olds also rescue people from the firing building. Because they won't let someone die. Jesus.
Once the fire's been put out, Erica hands Ash the rainbow badge, even though he didn't really earn it. I get that he saved Gloom from the burning building, but he should be rewarded with money or something, not yet another buy towards the Pokemon League. That's his 4th out of 5 badges he hasn't won in a legit contest.
Holy moly. Ash does truly deserve that badge after seeing Gloom. You half-wit twit. Jesus Christ. Am I the only one not actually knows this stupidity?
Direct quote from Erica. I think you've earned it. I mean, he didn't. He saved Gloom, but let's be fair, your gym is still totaled. Why isn't she giving out rainbow badges to everybody who helped put the fire out? So it turns out that all Team Rocket got away with was a bottle of essence of gloom. So basically a jar of farts. A vial of guffs, if you will. A tincture of butt squirt. A pitcher of poo smell. A decanter of dirty bum whiff. I could go on.
And your scales are green, and your eyes are yellow, and the sky is blue!
Wow. But seriously though, they could have reverse psychology on that fart and become the perfume that we know. Ugh.
Direct quote from the narrator.
In the race for a rainbow badge, it's Ash by a nose.
Well, it isn't, since Professor Oak told us in the last episode that Gary and the other 2 kids from Pallet Town each have 5 badges, so they're ahead of him.
It's a dugger, Lime, it's a dugger.
I get that Ash is proud of his badge, but walking around like this is just asking to trip over. Boy's gonna deck it, mate.
Hey!
So So in this episode, what did we learn? Pikachu is against cross-dressing, running into a burning building is okay if you're trying to save a vegetable, and always read the label before you steal something.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
When he used the fire bell chime, Fireman Sam is there on time. Someone might be in a jam, so hurry, hurry, Fireman Sam. Always on the scene, Fireman Sam, and his engine's bright and clean. Fireman Sam, you cannot ignore. Sam is the hero next door.
Shoot that bomb! Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Son of a cussing cuss word!
And that's what you get for touching that!
Are you freaking kidding me? This is all your fault! You are all dishonorably discharged.